I seek refuge and guard from Satan in the name of Allah, who is gracious and merciful. Quran topics by Tanvir Kazmi, chapter number 7, People and Family of Book, English audio number 9. Surah Al Qasas number 28, verse from 2 onward. These letters constitute proofs of this profound book. We recite to you herein some history of Moses and Pharaoh, truthfully, for the benefit of people who believe. Pharaoh turned into a tyrant on the earth and discriminated against some people. He persecuted a helpless group of them, slaughtering their sons while sparing their daughters. He was indeed wicked. We willed to compensate those who were oppressed on earth and to turn them into leaders and make them the inheritors and to establish them on earth and to give Pharaoh, Haman, and their troops a taste of their own medicines. We inspired Musa's mother. Nurse him, and when you fear for his life, throw him into the river without fear or grief. We will return him to you and will make him one of the messengers. Pharaoh's people, Pharaoh's family picked him up only to have him lead the opposition and to be a source of grief for them. That is because Pharaoh, Haman, and their troops were transgressors. Pharaoh's wife said, "This can be a joyous find for me and you. Do not kill him, for he may be of some benefit for us, or we may have adopted him to be our son." They had no idea. The mind of Moses' mother was growing so anxious that she almost gave away his identity. But we strengthened her heart to make her a believer. She said to his sister, "Trace him his path, trace his path." She watched him from afar while they did not perceive. We forbade him from accepting all the nursing mothers. He said, "I can show you a family that can raise him for you and take good care of him." Thus we restored his thus we restored him to his mother in order to please her, remove her worries, and to let her know that God's promise is the truth. However, most of them do not know. When he reached maturity and strengthen, when he reached maturity and strength, we endured we endured him with wisdom and knowledge. We thus reward the righteous. Once he entered the city unexpectedly, without being recognized by the people, he found two men fighting. One was from his people, and the other was from his enemies. The one from his people called on him for help against his enemy. Moses punched him, killing him. He said, "This is the work of the devil. He is a real enemy and a profound misleader." He said, "My Lord, I have wronged myself. Please forgive me." And he forgave him. He is the forgiver, most merciful. He said, "My Lord, in return for your blessings upon me, I will never be a supporter of the guilty ones." In the morning he was in a city afraid and watchful. The one who sought his help yesterday asked for his help again. Moses said to him, "You are really a troublemaker." Before he attempted to strike their common enemy, he said, "O Musa, do you want to kill me as you killed the other man yesterday? Obviously, you wish to be a tyrant on earth. You do not wish to be righteous." A man came running from the other side of the city saying, "O Moses, the people are plotting to kill you. You better leave immediately. I am giving you good advice." He fled the city afraid and watchful. He said, "My Lord, save me from the oppressive people." As he traveled towards Madian, he said, "May my Lord guide me in the right path." When he When he reached Madian's water, he found a crowd of people watering and noticed two women waiting on the other side. He said, "What is it that you need?" They said, "We are not able to water until the crowd disperses, and our father is an old man." He watered for them, then turned to the boat. He watered for them, then turned to the shade, saying, "My Lord, whatever provision you send to me, I am in dire need for it." Soon one of the two women approached him, shy, and said, "My father invites you to pay you for watering for us." When he met him and told him his story, he said, "Have no fear. You have been saved from the oppressive people." One of the two women said, "Oh, my father, hire him. He is the best one to hire, for he is strong and honest." He said, "I wish to offer one of my two daughters for you to marry in return for working for me for 8 years. If you make them 10, it will be voluntary on your part. I do not wish to make this matter too difficult for you. You will find me, God willing, righteous." He said, "It is an agreement between me and you. Whichever period I fulfill, you will not be averse to either one. Allah is grantor of what we said." When he had fulfilled his obligation, he traveled with his family. He saw from the slope of the Mount Sinai a fire. He said to his family, "Stay here. I have seen a fire. Maybe I can bring you maybe I can bring to you news or a portion of the fire to warm you." When he reached it, he was called from the edge of the right side of the valley, in the blessed spot where the burning bush was located. "O Moses, this is me, God, the Lord of the universe. Throw down your staff." When he saw it moving like a snake, he turned around and fled. "O Moses, come back. Do not be afraid, you are perfectly safe. Put your hand into your pocket. It will come out white without a blemish. Fold your wing and settle down from your fear. These are the two proofs from my Lord. These are the two proofs from your Lord to be shown to Pharaoh and his elders. They have been wicked people." He said, "My Lord, I killed one of them, and I fear lest they kill me. Also, my brother Aaron is more eloquent than I. Send him with him. Send him with me as a helper to confirm and strengthen me. I fear lest they disbelieve me." He said, "We will strengthen you with your brother, and we will provide you both with manifest authority. Thus they will not be able to touch each one of you. With our miracles, the two of you, together with those who follow you, will be the victors." When Moses went to them with our proofs, clear and profound, they said, "This is fabricated magic. We have never heard of this from our ancient ancestors." Musa said, "My Lord knows best who brought the guidance from him and who will be the ultimate victors. Surely the transgressors never succeed." Pharaoh said, "O you elders, I have not known of any God for you either. I have not known of any God for you other than me. Therefore fire the daub, O Haman, in order to build a tower, that I may take a look at the God of Moses. I am sure that he is a liar." Thus he and his troops continued to commit arrogance on earth without any right, and thought they would not be returned to us. Consequently, we punished them and his troops by throwing them into the sea. Note the consequences for the transgressors. We made them imam, leaders who led the people to hell. Furthermore, on the day of resurrection, they will have no helper. They incurred in this life condemnation, and on the day of resurrection, they will be despised. We gave Moses the book after having destroyed the previous generations and after setting the examples through them to provide enlightenment for the people and guidance and mercy, that they may take heed. You were not present on the slope of the western mount when we issued the command to Moses. You were not a witness. Surah Al-Qasas number 28, verse from 51. We have delivered the message to them that they may take heed. Those whom we blessed with the previous books will believe in this. When it is recited to them, they will say, we believe in it. This is the truth from our Lord. Even before we heard of it, we are the Muslim submitters. To these we grant twice the reward because they steadfastly preserve. They counter evil works with good works, and from our provisions to them they give. When they come across vain talk, they disregard it and say, we are responsible for our deeds, and you are responsible for your deeds. Peace be upon you. We do not wish to behave like ignorant ones. Also, Korah, Karun, Pharaoh, and Haman, Moses, Musa went to them with clear signs, but they continued to commit tyranny on earth. Consequently, they could not evade. Surah Al Sajdah, number 32, verse 23 after. We have given Musa, the book. Do not harbor any doubt about meeting him. And we made the book a guide for the children of Israel. We appointed from among them imams who guided in accordance with our commandments. Because they steadfastly preserved and attained certainty about our revelations, your Lord is the one who will judge them on the day of resurrection regarding everything they disputed. Sadaqallahu Azim.